climate crisis is emotionally overwhelming and depressing. Was there a time you had to reckon emotionally with the climate crisis?
Sure. I was thinking about this the other day, actually, when I was talking with Greta, because it's relatively rare. Well, not so much anymore, but for a long time it was rare to meet other people who had heard the news about climate change, read the science, and had it sort of overturn their lives, had made it impossible to sort of go back to thinking about the world in the same way. And clearly that happened to her, as it now happens to a fair number of young people. One of the hard parts about being early to this was that when I was going through that, there was almost nobody else who was thinking the same way. So I had to also kind of wonder if I was crazy too, to be this worried about it, because nobody else was, and Brian or Sarah or many others here might agree with me, the antidote to that kind of despair and anxiety generally is engagement. It feels less bad. In fact, sometimes it feels good to be engaged in the fight to do something about it. Oddly, some of the times, much to my surprise, considering sort of where I came from and who I am and things, I've found myself in jail a good deal of the, on many occasions in the last while. And oddly, it's sometimes been a strangely comforting sensation to feel as if you were in the place you were supposed to be. I can't explain it more than that. It's not a good thing to young people in particular should not go off and try to go to jail and whatever, and I don't try to. There are times when it just seems impossible not to. I found myself in jail this summer in upstate New York after a demonstration about immigration and climate, because I just couldn't take anymore the pictures from the southern border and the understanding that so much of this was driven now by what we'd done to the world's environment and made it impossible for people to farm where they grew up. So of course they were on the move. Who would not be? What choice do people have? And oddly, it felt correct somehow to be in the basement of the jail, shackled at the ankle to a U-bolt in the floor. I'm rambling. Action is the antidote to despair. Engagement of all kinds is the way to deal with those kind of feelings. And it's a good thing that it also happens to be the way that we might make some progress at the same time. So engage.